like almost like a rosy bronze. So it's like got this like rose, oh, it's rose gold. That's what I was looking for. Rose gold. It's a rose gold highlight. It's so nice. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And as you guys may already know, my channel is all about makeup and everything beauty related. So today I'm going to show you how to highlight in the correct way. So I know that you've got people who use it, people who don't use highlighter. And I feel like most people who use it, they know what they're doing. Then you've got some people who kind of don't know what they're doing because they apply too much of it. And you know, I don't want to see my reflection in your face. There's just too much going on there. And then you've got the people who don't apply it. And I feel like the people who don't apply it, most of the time it's because they don't want to show their flaws, because let's be honest, most people know if you put highlighter on, it is going to show open pores, it's going to show any bumpiness. And I know that because I used to be one of those people. I used to stay away from highlighter because I just didn't want to show my textured skin, my open pores, my acne scars, that bumpiness. And I want to show you today how to use it in the correct way so that you don't have to show all those things and you can still get that really nice highlighted look, which isn't OTT. So let's head into the video, but before I forget, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button so that you never miss a video. You can also follow me on my Instagram stories for daily beauty news and PR unboxing. Let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so I've got everything on my face. I've got my bronzer, my foundation, everything going on. The only thing I don't have is my highlighter on. So I want to show you how to highlight your face using one of my favorite highlighters, which is the Tom Ford Skin Illuminating Powder Duo in Moonlight. Oh, Moodlight, not Moonlight, Moodlight. And it is so nice. I love this because it has two different highlighters in there. It's got a lighter shade and it's got a slightly warmer shade, but the warmer shade is a really nice warm shade. It's like almost like a rosy bronze. So it's like got this like rose, oh, it's rose gold. That's what I was looking for. Rose gold. It's a rose gold highlight. It's so nice. There are obviously a few different areas that you can highlight in. It really depends on what your preference is. I'm going to show you them all, even though I may not do all of it in one go. And I think I'll probably go a little bit extra with it because then you guys can see it more in the video. So now, one of the first things that I do is I like to have a matte base because I feel like then I can highlight the areas that I want to highlight, because if I leave a dewy base in place, that all kind of like rhymed, then I feel like I can see my flaws and I can see like open pores, and it just doesn't, I much prefer a matte finish to my skin. So I like to go in and make my skin look a little bit dewy with highlighter. And I'm gonna show you how. I think I've said that twice now, but I'm gonna show you how. So first thing I'm gonna do is just work in sections to make it really easy for you. And you guys can take away whatever part of this that you want and incorporate it into your usual makeup routine. You don't have to take all of this, you can just take the parts that you want to take. So everything I'm going to show you, it doesn't mean that you have to do the whole thing together. Just take whatever part you want and apply it incorporate it into your makeup routine. So first off, I'm going to get a domed shaped brush. Now you can go for any kind of dome shaped brush. I don't really know what brush this is. I think I've used it before in videos, but I never know what brush it is because the name has been wiped out and it's pretty old. But you know, it's like a pencil brush, but not so pointy at the end. It's more domed. So I'm going to go in with my highlight. I generally tend to like brush along and use the whole lot. I'll use the slightly whiter one for this because I feel like I don't really want a rose gold tip at the end of my nose. Now, I see a lot of people highlighting the tip of the nose and I love it, but I've recently seen some people literally will it's just too much. Like, you've got to be you can't just think, oh, let me just go in and start, you know, doing the tip of the nose. You've got to be really strategic with your placement. And secondly, I want it to look like, okay, those filters over on Instagram, I know everyone's like, don't use a filter, you know, whatever, but I really like some of those filters. Like, genuinely, I really like some. And I tell you what I really love about some of those filters is the highlight on the nose is insane. It is so good. So you can do the same thing. Now, what you want to do is you don't want to make it into a big ball, right? You don't want to highlight the whole tip of your nose. You want to get the highest peak of your nose, so not too high, basically where you want it to kind of, where you want to highlight it, right? But you don't want to highlight it too high. You want to kind of go just a little bit above the nostril area. Now what we're going to do is we're not going to draw a circle there. we're going to draw a line across. So all I'm doing is I'm just doing a line across. There you go. Hopefully you can see that. I'll go a little bit extra with it. Okay. That looks way more flattering than having a round circle. Don't do the circle, guys. Do not just go, you know, all the way in and do like a blob of highlight. Do a little line there. It looks so much nicer and it almost gives you that kind of pinched in nose a little bit. So that's what I do to my nose. If you want, you can also apply it to the bridge of your nose. I personally do not like it all the way down. You can do it all the way down the bridge of the nose, but I prefer to just go here, just this area here. And that is enough for me. Now we're done with that small brush. Now, if you want, you can add a little bit on top of your lips, and this helps to make them look a little bit bigger. So what I'm gonna do is, especially if you like that kind of pillowed look on your lips. So I don't have that pillowed look, but I'm gonna show you how you can kind of get that subtle pillowed look. So we're gonna apply a little bit here, and a little bit here. And we're gonna go just here, here. I'm just using my finger to blend it in so it doesn't look so obvious. Otherwise it just looks like two blobs. But that has kind of given me that very subtle sheen in all the right areas. Now, the next bit is the face. And this is where I love this brush. This brush is the 134 brush from Zoeva. And I'm just gonna go all the way across this. You can use whichever highlight you like. Now, this is where you want to apply it to the peak part of the cheekbone. And I don't like to go all the way in. I feel like it's way too much. I just like it to be there so that when my face turns, there's that really nice kind of shine, and that's about it. Now, obviously, if you want that dewy look, you can go into other areas and maybe go a little bit more with it. Then that will give you that nice matte finish everywhere else, but the dewy finish in all the areas that you want it. So I'm going to just apply it here. And now the reason, this is great if you have textured skin like me. So if you have textured skin, open pores, acne scarring, then you don't want to apply it anywhere near that, because all it's going to do is enhance those areas. So all I'm doing is applying it in this top area here. This is also helping my cheekbones to look super high. There, you can see that there. Look at the difference, nothing there. And then we've got that nice highlight. I'm going to do the same on this side. Okay. Now that's where we've applied it, but if you want to apply it in other areas, you can, because those areas that I've applied it to are the areas that I like to apply it to, sometimes broken up into little pieces. Like sometimes I might only do my lips like that. Most of the time I will always do my nose, because I love it there, like there and here. And the cheekbones, I'll be honest, if I feel like highlighter, then I'll do it. Generally, I don't usually go head in straight for highlighter. Now, another place that you can use highlighter is on, this is if you want that really nice overall dewy look, but you want to make sure that your makeup stays all day. If you do, as a makeup artist, if you want, when clients say they want a really nice dewy look, you've got to make sure it lasts. My main aim is that it looks great, but at the same time, it's going to last all day and evening. So the only way to do that is give them that really nice kind of matte look, but then highlight it to make it look dewy, because later on in the day when their natural oils come through after an hour or two, then their skin's going to look more dewy. If I make them look dewy right from the beginning when I do their makeup, it's just not going to last. It's going to slide off. So this is what I do on clients when I want them to get that nice dewy look. So all I'm doing is basically applying it to all the areas, and you've got to use the right highlighter here. You can't just use any highlight. It's got to be a highlighter which doesn't look like it's chunky. Like this is a really nice smooth highlighter that glides onto the skin, doesn't leave big particles, and it's just really, it gives you that nice shine without it looking like glittery, if you see what I mean. So I'm going to go in with my brush, got some highlight on there again, and I'm going to apply it to the areas that I know when you've got dewy skin and the light hits it, it kind of reflects off and you get that nice shine. So that is just here. And we're going to go a little bit on the forehead, very light. I take off the excess on, like I'm using my finger here, and then I just go along here, because that's kind of normal to get that kind of shine on your forehead a little bit, but I feel like this gives you more of that dewy finish. And basically anywhere where you know the light is going to really kind of hit when you have that nice dewy finish. Now obviously I don't want to apply it to areas like the main cheek area, because no one wants that dewy look there, or if you do, then put it there if you've got clear skin and smooth skin. But generally I feel like you don't usually have too much going on there. I feel like it looks better when it's kind of more matte there. But you can see how like when in the light, like when the light hits, you get that really nice kind of dewy finish on all those areas that I've applied it. Now, when I've applied this, the brushes that I've used, I've applied it very lightly on the skin. I haven't pressed too hard. I've literally let it just skim over the skin. It's hardly it's like just skimming over really lightly. And that's how you get that really nice finish. Now, all I would say is, again, I'm just gonna reiterate that the highlighter you use is really important, because you could use another highlighter which, you know, like is really bitty, like the particles are really thick. It's not gonna look nice, and it's just gonna look too chunky on your skin. So you want something that kind of melts into the skin. Now, another thing I would say is, again, like I mentioned, if you wait like in an hour or so, I've only just applied my makeup. In an hour, my natural oils are gonna come through, and that's when my skin is gonna look a lot more dewy. So don't go too heavy with your highlighter, because as soon as your natural oils start coming through, it's just gonna look a bit more, you know, just look a little bit more. It's just gonna look more. So, you know, that's all I would say, is just always bear in mind that your natural oils are gonna come through, and it's just gonna look a bit more extra. So rein it in a little bit when you apply your highlighter. So this is basically it. It's super, super easy to apply highlighter. I haven't gone into liquid highlight because I feel like I need more of you can't apply that to matte skin. So I would need to do more of a natural finish to my skin before I use a liquid highlight. So maybe I'll do like a liquid bronze and liquid highlight together, and then we can see how that works. This is how I apply highlighter. So how did you find that video? I hope it was really easy to follow, and if you do have any questions, then please do let me know in the comments box below. You can also find all of the products I used in the description box, so it's really easy for you to get hold of yours. You just need to click on the links. Now, as always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button so that you never miss a video. Until the next video, take care, and I'll see you soon.